Hi, I'm Bobby, and it's an honor and a pleasure to meet you. Why? Because everyone in this world has a talent. Today, at this point, I'm here to share mine, which ranges from confidence, sales, to finance. I've been in the finance and sales industry for about 18 years now, and along the way, one thing that's helped me is my inquisition. Everyone out there lacks one of the three, or needs to get better in one of those categories. Think about this right now. If you're at home and you're wondering if this might be right for you as you're not that sales type or you can't sell or whatever the case, you're selling right now. How is that possible? Well, you're selling right now between your brain whether to continue watching me or not. See, these are the small factors that people need to know to proceed in life. I've gone ahead and done something. I've gone ahead and revolutionized a book that covers these three. And I guarantee, in one sense or another, it will help you. I'll give you an example, okay? You might be one of those people that go to the shopping mall and put some of those soaps on, or do the standard things like go to the washroom and wash your hands. Whether you're really clean or not, you would do these things. Well, let me present a scenario for you. So you're at your home and the doorbell rings. The doorbell rings and you go to open it. There's a salesperson. First thing the salesperson does is reach out their hand. What do? You go ahead and reach yours back. Now, think about that for a second. You don't know this person. This person might have the dirtiest hands out of all the shopping malls that you've been to, yet you still shake that person's hand. Why? It's because we're psychologically trained to doing that. What my book does in 3 phases is starting with that psychology of confidence, leading into how to sell. Are you one of those guys that looks at your neighbor and wonders why he has so many things and you don't? You're one of those guys that are not sure about going on the dance floor and asking that girl to dance? Are you one of those guys that are scared making a transaction with a salesperson in reference to buying a car? Well, this book itself will help you and word you into ways to avoid that. Chapter 1 and 2 of the book concentrates on basic confidence. Chapter 3 I can't reveal too much, but the one thing I can tell you is I did a personal test. Now this is the highest level of sales pretty much known, and most salespeople don't even know this, but I'm handing it to you. What it is pretty much is it's a technique for a person on the other end that you're convincing or selling to say yes. And that's the key. And it's almost guaranteed. In fact, before I presented this or completed this book, the one thing I did is I tried it for myself. I called 12 different corporations in a row and got a credit for all of them. Therefore, does this method work? Yes. Do most people know about it? No. But you will. From chapter 5 onward, it discusses finance. You ever think at the end of the month one day why you don't have any money, or why your bills are too high? It's probably because of small spending here and there that catch up to you, which is why you don't require the savings. You ever find yourself saying, oh, what's the point, I'll pay the extra? These things are also covered. I'll give you an example. You ever have a cell phone plan where generally they give you about 100 or 200 minutes during the daytime? And since you're a guy that gets a lot of calls, just like most people, you're at the edge and there's still a lot of time before the next month rings. Well, regardless of the minutes, you still make the call, and now you're charged, say, 40 cents a minute. A 10-minute phone call costs at that point $4, which you have to pay. So let me ask you this question. Why didn't you just walk down the street, pay 50 cents, and use the payphone and save $3.50? These small things add up to such an amount for the average person that it will put money back in your pocket. That's only the first level. When I was at the bank, I had the privilege of doing loans and helping people for various things. Loan for vacation, loan to consolidate debt, loan for whatever the case. Now, in these cases, only 1 or 2 people came in to really realize what their finances were. 70 of them, in the meantime, I called myself to see into the help that we can give to them. all of them with the exception of two, we reduced their monthly bills by approximately $200 or $300. I mean, just imagine yourself why you don't have an extra $200 or $300. Let me ask you a question. In your school, what was your mark in high school basic finance? Well, there wasn't any high school basic finance. And that's the point of why you might be a person who makes a lot of money but really doesn't have that much left. Or an average person who just simply doesn't know what's out there and are getting reaped by many benefits. Think about it this way. You know, you have two credit cards, which the average family does, totaling about $30,000. Well, if the average percentage on that is 15%, you drop that to 7%, which a consolidation loan or even using equity your mortgage can do, then think about all the money that you would save, put back in your pocket. And you can catch up with your bills, you can invest, you can have some fun, you can do a lot of the things that you couldn't before. The point is that this book ranges from so many topics that people can get help on. There's even a subject in reference to the sales side of, unfortunately, people who are abused, and if they use their words in certain ways, can escape that. I guarantee again at the end, this book is something that will change your life. It will change your life for the better. At this point for this book, I'm only charging $18. If you do want to get a copy, the email address please send to is B as in boy, G as in George, U as in umbrella, P as in Peter, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, @hotmail.com. It's that simple. PayPal and a variety of online methods are definitely usable. And if you think that's maybe even a small price to pay, this book will probably pay for itself in a week or two with the information that you've gained. And the other thing that we'll do is we'll go ahead and discount the next person by $5. If they send an email that they were referred by you, we'll knock $5 off the price. I challenge you. I challenge you to read this and not find anything different. Because this is the one thing, again, my talent, that I've gone across in the head and done. And this will now give you the power to have those hard conversations, to have those and win, to have those situations that you don't think you can handle and win, and to have those financial battles with yourself that states you don't have any finance and then do. Okay? So again, email bgupta, BGUPTA @hotmail.com. Either way, I wish you certainly all the best. Let's make this world a better place together.